What's good, brother? I wouldn't do that, brother. Okay. I do not play well when I'm about to go to sleep, so.
Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I think he just dipped out the whole league.
New York Giants.
I don't know what the score was with him and Cruz, but I guess it was really bad. To the point where he just was like, I'm done. Alright, bro.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Here's Wilson. Jones has it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And now look at him go. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 on a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Jones will go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Moore, the motion man. Here's Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I don't think this will even go. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start, and against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and 10. Jackson going to run again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Give to Pierce now on the option, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go quickly here out to Moore.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll send Watson in motion right. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And Jackson going to hold on to it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up.
I'm an idiot. I'm doing too much. That's a fucking kicker. Just run. Oh my God.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lamar changing the look. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard gets it off the option. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This now a 3rd and 4. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Running right, it's Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Wilson back into his end zone, escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, Pollard, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne, and he's out right at the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. In motion right is Osborne. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing again here, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 0-0.
Pushing the rock down the field.
14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
Wilson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Again, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
GG's, man.
Like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios.
Yeah, I've seen your people get bumped off a couple times. Wait, no, that's bad. Yeah, your defense was amazing. I couldn't do nothing.
This game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Oh no.
Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely.
I lagged through that whole play.
Hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings.
Yeah, I thought it was about to be like the worst shit ever.
2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the yard line.
If he got hurt again, I was done. I would have quit, I promise.
4th down, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver.
Yeah!
And he takes it in for the score.
GG's, man.
His final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of